I never wanted a baby monitor. My wife, Emma, insisted on it. She said it would help us sleep better. She said every parent had one. She said it was normal to want to hear your child breathing in the next room. But I hated it from the first night. Not because it was creepy, because it was too clear. Every little sound came through the speaker beside our bed. Our daughter Lily breathing, the soft creak of her crib, the wind tapping the window. Sometimes even the house settling in the dark. At first it was comforting. Then, after a few weeks, it became impossible to sleep. One night, around 2:17 in the morning, I woke up to whispering. Not crying, not coughing, whispering. I opened my eyes and stared at the baby monitor on my nightstand. The little green light was blinking. Emma was asleep beside me. I held my breath. For a few seconds, there was nothing. Then I heard it again. A man's voice. Low, soft, right next to the microphone. Don't cry. Daddy's here. My whole body went cold. I sat up so fast, Emma woke up. What is it? She whispered. I grabbed the monitor. Someone's in Lily's room. Emma's face changed instantly. I ran down the hallway, barefoot, my heart slamming against my ribs. Lily's door was half open, exactly the way we left it. I pushed it open. The room was empty. Lily was asleep in her crib, curled on her side, one tiny hand near her face. No, man. No open window. No sound. I checked the closet. Nothing. I looked under the crib. Nothing. Emma stood in the doorway, pale and shaking. Maybe it picked up another signal, she said. That sounded reasonable. Old baby monitors sometimes did that. A neighbor's device. A radio? Something. But we didn't have close neighbors. Our house stood at the end of a quiet road, with trees on 3 sides and an empty field behind us. Still, I wanted to believe her, so I unplugged the monitor from Lily's room and brought it into our bedroom. Done, I said. No more monitor tonight. Emma didn't argue. We went back to bed. For almost an hour, nothing happened. Then the monitor on my nightstand turned on by itself. The green light blinked. Static filled the room. Emma grabbed my arm. And then the same man's voice whispered through the speaker. Why did you take me out of her room?
I didn't move. For a moment, I just stared at the monitor like it was some kind of animal sitting on my nightstand. Emma started crying quietly. Turn it off, she whispered. I grabbed the monitor and pressed the power button. Nothing happened. The green light kept blinking. The static got louder. Then the man spoke again. Put me back. I threw the monitor across the room. It hit the wall and cracked open, batteries rolling across the floor. The room went silent. Emma and I sat there, breathing hard in the dark. Then Lily screamed. Not a normal baby cry. A sharp, terrified scream. We ran. Her bedroom door was wide open now. Lily was standing in her crib, gripping the bars, sobbing so hard she could barely breathe. The window was closed. The closet was closed. But her blanket was gone. I picked her up and held her against my chest. Emma turned on every light in the room. That's when she saw it. On the wall above Lily's crib, written in something dark and wet, were 4 words. She heard me first. Emma screamed. I backed out of the room with Lily in my arms. We called the police. 2 officers arrived 20 minutes later. They searched the house, the yard, the attic, the basement, everything. They found no footprints. No forced entry. No fingerprints except ours. And the writing on the wall. It was gone. Not cleaned. Gone. The wallpaper was dry. Perfect. One officer looked at me like I was wasting his time. The other one looked scared. Before they left, he quietly asked, "Do you still have the monitor?" I showed him the broken pieces on our bedroom floor. He stared at them for a long time. Then he said something I will never forget. My sister had one like this. I asked what he meant. He looked toward Lily's room and lowered his voice. She threw it away after she heard someone singing to her son. Emma stepped closer. What happened? The officer didn't answer right away. Then he said. Her son started singing back. After the police left, we packed a bag. We weren't staying in that house. Emma took Lily to the car while I grabbed our phones, wallets, and a few clothes. When I came back downstairs, I saw something on the kitchen counter. The baby monitor. Not broken. Not cracked. Whole. The green light was blinking. And from the speaker, in my daughter's tiny voice, I heard, "Daddy, he says we can't leave." I dropped the bag. The monitor sat on the kitchen counter, clean and perfect, like it had never been broken. The green light blinked slowly. Once. Twice. Then Lily's voice came through again. "Daddy, he's standing behind you." I spun around. No one was there. But the kitchen lights flickered. From outside, Emma screamed my name. I grabbed the monitor and ran to the front door. Emma was standing beside the car, holding Lily in her arms. Her face was white. Her eyes were fixed on the upstairs window. Lily's bedroom window. I looked up. A man was standing behind the glass. Tall. Thin. Completely still. I couldn't see his face. Only the outline of his head, tilted slightly to one side, like he was listening to us. Then Lily, still in Emma's arms, raised one small hand and waved at him. "Lily," Emma whispered. "Don't." The men behind the window waved back. We got in the car and drove. I didn't stop until the house disappeared behind the trees. Emma kept crying. Lily didn't make a sound. She just stared at the baby monitor in my lap. I don't remember bringing it with me. I swear I didn't. At the nearest motel, we paid cash and took a room on the first floor. I locked the door, pushed a chair under the handle, and put Lily between us on the bed. For the first time that night, the monitor was silent. I thought maybe we had escaped. Then, at exactly 2:17 a.m., it turned on. Static filled the motel room. Emma covered Lily's ears. The man's voice whispered, "You took my room." I picked up the monitor and smashed it against the bathroom sink. Once. Twice. 3 times. Plastic cracked. Wires snapped. The screen shattered. And still, from the broken speaker, the voice continued. She heard me first. The motel lights went out. Lily started laughing. Not crying. Laughing. A soft, happy little laugh. Then she opened her eyes and looked at the dark corner near the bathroom door. "Hi," she said. Emma pulled her close. I couldn't see anything at first. Then my eyes adjusted. There was a shape in the corner. Tall. Thin. Bent forward slightly. Like a man trying not to hit his head on the ceiling. I grabbed Emma's hand and pulled her toward the door. But Lily reached out toward the corner and whispered, "Daddy, he wants to show me where he lives." And then she was gone. Not taken. Not dragged. Just gone from Emma's arms. The room was silent. Emma screamed until her voice broke. Police came again. Motel staff came. Cameras were checked. Doors were checked. Windows were checked. No one saw anyone enter. No one saw anyone leave. And Lily was never found. That was 6 years ago. Emma doesn't speak anymore. She lives with her sister now. She keeps every light in the house on, day and night. I moved 3 times. Changed my number. Changed my name. But every year, on Lily's birthday, I receive a package with no return address. Inside is always the same thing. A baby monitor. Old. Black. Perfectly clean. And every time, at exactly 2:17 a.m., it turns on. For years, I only heard static. Then last night, I heard Lily's voice. Older now. Almost 7. She whispered, "Daddy, he says I can visit." I didn't sleep after that. This morning, I found a drawing taped to my front door. It was drawn in crayon. A house. A little girl. A tall man. And me. Standing beside them. Under the picture, Lily had written one sentence. Don't buy a crib. I won't need one anymore.